Good morning, and welcome to day 20 of virtual learning at Oakview Elementary School, where our vision is to create a high-performing culture and climate that inspires our community of learners to achieve academic excellence. Our mission is to reach, teach, and equip. Our theme for the year is maximizing our potential. At this time, we'll pause for our student creed.
I am an Oakview Elementary School student. I have great expectations for myself. I accept the challenge to become the best student that I can be. I am proud of my school. The vision of Oakview is to promote a high-performing culture and climate and inspire our community of learners to achieve academic excellence. I accept the responsibility for my behavior and its results. I am determined to be safe, responsible, productive, and respectful. I have high expectations for myself, and I'll reach my full potential. I choose to be great.
Parents, we have two major announcements for this morning. First, I want to remind you, if you have not already, please remember to take our reentry survey that was sent last week from the district office. I want to give you the school's perspective. We've heard so many of your concerns over the last 4 weeks of virtual learning. But we do want to give you now the teacher and school's perspective for reentry. We have two concerns. One is academics at home. Yes, we definitely would love for all of our children to be back in the building. We would definitely prefer, as an instructional staff, to provide face-to-face instruction for our students. We do understand with us having over 700 students, there are so many different home dynamics, and it just makes learning easier and teaching easier when we're in the building and we can have students focused on learning and we can control the classroom environment. So it would be our number one goal to have our students back in class. We do understand that there is a digital divide for some of our homes. Some of our students are still struggling with having access to internet, as well as being able to manipulate and maneuver through many of the various platforms. We know that there are limitations with many of the platforms on your home network versus being on the school network. And so we do understand that there are issues that would just make it easier for us to provide instruction in the building. However, when we stop and consider safety, we know that for some of our students at home, there is a lack of supervision and they don't have the necessary guidance to support them through virtual learning. And some of our students are really struggling with doing this on their own, just as many of our students who have support at home. Some of you are struggling with providing support, although I believe everyone is giving their best. And we know that some of our students do have nutritional needs that we just aren't able to meet on a daily basis with us being separated. But when we stop and consider overall what's more important, although it would be our desire to be in the building, we still have to consider human safety first. And we stop and consider humanity above all things. We can always go back and help our students to improve academically, but we want them to be safe. Some of the issues that we have, although we don't have a huge population, we do have a small percentage of our students who are medically fragile and who are at higher risk than others. So we understand science and the politics behind COVID-19, and we know what some of the scientists have said and the doctors have said as it relates to students having COVID and there being a lower risk for our students. However, we do have high-risk students in our building. So when we open the building to all means all, and those babies would be exposed. And that would really be heart-wrenching for one of those students to be sick. We also understand we're dealing with small children, and there is a concern about their ability to contain themselves and follow social distancing guidelines. We've been apart for almost 6 months now. I think Tuesday will mark 6 months for us. And so, we are a school that hugs and we, love on our students. And so we are concerned about students and teachers being able to follow social distancing guidelines. Above all else, I think another major concern for us is we would have asymptomatic students and or teachers who may not be aware, but those individuals could potentially pass this virus to other students or other staff members. And in turn, passing the virus could always make its way back into your home. And we know that some of our students are being raised by their grandparents or medically fragile parents, or you have other students at home or family members at home who could be medically fragile. So while, yes, we understand it is a complete inconvenience for all of us to be in the virtual setting, when we stop and consider the safety of our students, that is a major concern for educators during this time. And so I wanted to bring that to your attention. I believe the best decisions are well-informed decisions. So as you complete your reentry survey, I want you to not only think about how this is having a personal impact on you and your home, but I also want you to consider we're looking at bringing back 700 students into one school building with approximately 105 staff members. And so just keep that in mind. We want you to complete the survey, give your honest opinion, but we did want you to have the perspective of the school. And last but not least, the Principal Advisory Council. The window for elections does open tomorrow, September 15th. And so we have one seat available for teacher candidates, and we have 3 teachers that are running for that one seat. And then we have 2 seats open for parent candidates, and we have 8 parents who are running for those 2 seats. And so I'm going to ask, you will receive an email by 8 o'clock on tomorrow morning, which is Tuesday morning, giving you guidelines and a link to how to cast your ballot. This will be done completely online, and it will be sent to the email that you have listed in Infinite Campus. So I wanted to make you aware of that, to be looking out for that email, and it should be coming from the Office of Student Governance, or it will come from a third party by the name of Big Pulse Incorporated. That's Big Pulse Incorporated. So please make sure you're checking your emails, and remember to check your spam folder just in case you don't see it in your inbox. Those are all the announcements I have for today. Please have a wonderful Monday.
It is now time for the synonym section. Synonyms are words that have same or similar meaning. I love using synonyms because synonyms make your writing spicy. Today's word is little. We're going to say some words that are synonyms for the word little. Compact, mini, miniature, minute. So instead of saying I had some little bagel bites, you can say I had some miniature bagel bites. Miniature. I love that word. I love that synonym because synonyms make your writing spicy. I know you can do it because you're the smartest kids in the world at the best school in the world. And with that being said, have a great day, Oakview.